when I started Moksha, I had one student who was paying me $18 per class. My rent for the room for that hour was $18. I was driving an old 1972 Beetle who would drive off the smell of an oily rag, but that was really how Moksha started. And every time I have said I do not know how this is going to happen, it's happened. Everything that you always need will come. I remember speaking to Sharon, and particularly when I had left my husband and we were living in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, really nice home. And we had said, look, let's just stay in it. We were renting at the time. Let's just stay in it. Would you mind staying till July? This was February. My father had passed away, so I went back home. And I had a dream, and Dad said, you don't need for him to stay in the house. You'll be fine. You'll be financially fine. So just call and you'll be fine. So I was like, okay. And you all know what the feeling is of a visitation versus a dream. So I was like, right, on the blower, next morning. Hiya, you got 2 weeks. Is that all right? It was obviously amicable and respectful, but I just had no idea where that money was going to come from, none. But I knew that I would be able to do it. I knew it because I have that faith and that belief in the universe that is larger than my own egoic small voice of fear and worry. And so I landed. The next day, I got a phone call from a retreat that was up in Mount Eliza at the time, and they were looking for a residential yoga teacher. And would it be possible that I go, and I just needed to do a fill-in class? And I said, yeah, no problem. I was there probably 3 or 4 times every day. And so it is so true that if you take one step forwards on the path of devotion and say, I trust you to carry me, it will absolutely rise 10 times to meet you more. Every time I thought I cannot pay this electricity bill, I need $380 in my account, I'd get $380 in my account. Somebody might have bought a pass or a block of privates or something at that time. And then you start to think, oh, there's something in this work. This actually does work, but you've got to trust it, and you've really not got to test the waters because it'll push back. But you actually say, okay, this is what I need. So we will always have what we need, and this is called Artha, A-R-T-H-A. It will rise to support you to whatever it is, and you will have just enough to do what you need to do.